Welcome back, all you Skrulls. I hope you enjoyed this season of our show that made us look like bad people. That's I'm a Skrull now. This is what I do. Come on this channel. Thanks for subscribing, by the way, and putting up with that weird ass intro. I gotta keep it fresh. I have no frills. There's no theme song. I didn't blast you with heavy metal music at the beginning. What is up with the heavy metal critics? What about what about film just all of a sudden means that they need to, like, what's up, man? My name is Dan Clark, and I'm going to be talking to you about movies. Anyway, I'm John Stark from MagnaMovieGuy.com, and I like to think I have a nice soothing voice to listen to. So click that subscribe button. And I won't scream at you. We're gonna have a nice conversation about Secret Invasion. Yep, final episode. It's done. It's over. It's on Disney Plus, and I will say that the website that I use that kind of reminds me of what's dropping, because there are a lot of TV shows on a lot of streaming services. It also kind of reminds me what's ending. Labeled this one as a season finale. What? I mean, after everything we've heard Bob Iger just say about, like, the Marvel shows, I can't imagine this gets a second season. But maybe. I guess are they planning for a second? I haven't seen it get renewed. I thought this was limited. I'm going to treat it like it's limited and just say that I think I know better than a website that actually is able to pay their staff. So, yes. It's behind us. We saw all of the crazy things happen. Gaia... I put spoilers, by the way, in the title of this, so I get to talk about whatever I want without repercussions. So you know that. Gaia is, I guess, Super Skrull now? Is that official? That was Super Skrull? Is this our iteration of Super Skrull? I kind of thought that's where they were going with Kingsley Benadir's Gravik. These aren't real names. I almost said Gavroche. Look in from Les Miserables. Gravik. And because he had Groot's powers. And I was like, oh, I guess this is going to be Super Skrull. But Super Skrull was a good guy in the comics, which is what Talos should have been. But it's Gaia, so we changed it up. So Gaia is going to be Super Skrull. She has all these unique powers, and there's that ominous ending between her and Olivia Colman about, her future. I love Olivia Colman in this. Just loved it so much. She's fantastic in this series. You think of her so much as a dramatic actress, but this side of Olivia Colman needs to come out a lot more. Anyway, and Kingsley Benadir, this was actually the best performance from him. I really loved his work in the finale. I've been kind of, like, a little bit lukewarm on him because he's been so damn serious. Like, he's been taking this far more serious than he really needs to without sort of the grandiose of being a villain. There wasn't any large grandstanding moments for him, but then the finale, and he decided to throw it all in there. He was saving it up for his big moment, and I thought it was nice. I thought it was decent. So good job to Kingsley for the final moments of Gravik, who is now dead because Gaia killed him, because Gaia tricked him and made him think that she was Nick Fury. And it's funny that Skrulls can't sense other Skrulls. Like, there isn't, like, a scent, They're like, I know you're not human. You're one of us. Nothing like that. So, um, yeah, she just pretended to be weak, and then all of a sudden she just pops up and blasts his ass and has this amazingly super fight, which I'm sure was just the visual effects team probably just went nuts. It sounded great. The audio description on it was great. This specificity on turning into all these different things, like Drax's arm, and it actually told you what some of the things were. Some of the things it didn't. It was just like, there's an icy arm, and I was like, did one of the Bifrost aliens die somehow did they come down to Earth? What happened? Did I miss something during the war? I don't know how she got the ice, but it was pretty specific as to whose other arms were there, like what other powers she was using, and she just like blasted a hole, and that was great. So anyway, good stuff. I'm really excited about the future of her character because now she's way OP. She now has all of the powers. I was putting a lot of faith in one person. Like, here, you can have all of them. Oh, I can be everybody? Cool, let's do it. Meanwhile, Nick is able to go in and rescue the president from not Rhodey. And in that tense moment, we see, the president is sitting there and he's worried. Of course, this whole thing, after being saved from a Skrull, just turns the president into some just giant asshole. It reminds me of how we always had a president in any sort of X-Men iteration that was always trying to do like some sort of anti-mutant thing and round up the mutants, and we need to have them counted, and war on mutants, let's get some sentinels going, it kind of felt like that to me. I was like, this guy's like, it's war on aliens, we know who you are, and we're coming for you. It's like, with who? A lot of the people who are fighting for you are aliens. He didn't read up on anything, apparently. He didn't read up on all the people who have fought for the planet. He didn't just declare war on the Skrulls. He just declared war on everybody. So, anybody who's not from Earth. So, Captain Marvel is now an enemy of Earth. And just, I don't know, I guess Star-Lord? I mean, he is half planet, so it's very sort of nebulous there. Oh, and Nebula would also be off. But that's a development that I feel like is gonna bleed its way into film, that we now have this really angry president. And of course, we did see real Rhodey, which still doesn't answer my question. When was he kidnapped? When did they swap out? Because this was not Rhodey's first appearance in the MCU TV shows. So I kind of want to know, was it real Rhodey in Falcon, or was it fake Rhodey? Was it Skull Rhodey? Skrull, because the Skrulls have been around for a while. So at what point did they take over Rhodey, is the question. And that doesn't get answered for me. I didn't get that message. And then finally, Nick is sort of ambiguously leaving the planet. He wants his wife to come with him. The Kree are looking to take the remaining Skrulls back so they have a home, and because they're getting killed by humans. Humans are hunting Skrulls, and they're killing people who are, whoops, not a Skrull. We thought you were a Skrull, so we're just killing anybody who seems weird to me. So it's just not a good time to be on Earth, apparently. And apparently all of those other Marvel superheroes that are on... this is what kills me. The one thing, I don't think we have too many, but I do think we have to start addressing the fact that we have, like, way too many Marvel heroes. And it's like anytime you have some sort of like global thing happening, like where everybody's just randomly killing people, which is what is suggested at the end of the show, I'm like, what are the other heroes doing that are on Earth? What are they doing right now? What is happening? Are they fighting these things? Or is Winter Soldier just sitting there playing Xbox? You know, like, he's like, nah, they haven't told me to do anything, man. I'm just sitting here playing Xbox. Got my, getting my Apex scores. I don't know. It's so weird. It's like, they don't come unless they're called. And there's never any sort of suggestion that they're being stopped. God, Luke Cage has been sitting like in a basement somewhere forever, basically, because they haven't needed him on anything. But I feel like that's the kind of thing Luke Cage would be stopping, would be the random murdering of citizens in his area. No, we're not going to mention that. No, it's not the right time. We'd rather just show it without all the heroes. Anyway, it doesn't work for me, but I thought overall it was good in the moment. Of course, they got the answer. Would Nick kiss a Skrull? Oh, yes, he would. Sam Jackson makes out with that Skrull hard before they go up into the spaceship. So, I've been blind long enough that since the Skrulls were introduced, I have no idea what the character design looks like in film, in terms of how freaky they actually really make them. So I'm kind of going based off of what I thought in the comic books, and I'm kind of like, alright, can't be really any weirder than kissing Nebula, I would think. So, I mean, if I thought Fury would make out with Nebula, which she probably would, I don't know that kissing a Skrull is really that far from that, or Gamora. You know, I don't know. We have enough aliens in this thing that I don't think that's that earth-shattering. And Star-Lord is constantly trying to make out with Gamora, so it's just whatever. Now, if the Brood ever comes in here, Nick Fury needs to not make out with the Brood, because I remember them, and they were gross. That's it. That's my whole thing. Secret Invasion, done, behind us. We'll see how it affects the MCU. We'll see if we get any MCU shows in the future. Bob Iger is, not happy about them. Supposedly Echo didn't go well. The buzz on Echo is not good. The buzz on Echo actually was that they were considering shelving it. They shot it and they were like, you know what? Nobody really needs to see this. So I think they're still releasing it, but don't expect a whole lot of hoopla around Echo, which is really a shame, because the fact that they fucked that one up, I don't know. I just, you got to get the right creative talent, and you have to let the creative talent do what they do. I feel like there's just too much interference coming in. Approve the project, pitch it, sell the idea, and then let the director do what they do. If Marvel hires Damien Chazelle to do a project for them, don't interfere with Damien Chazelle. Just let him do his you paid for him for some reason. Same thing with Christopher Nolan. There's this great debate about should Christopher Nolan direct a Bond film. It's like, yeah, if no one interferes with him, yes. If there's no interference, yes. If you're going to try to tell him what to do, then no. Aside from, having input on who the James Bond is, but beyond that, no. If you're gonna muddy the waters, don't hire top tier directing talent and then micromanage the hell out of them until their crap looks stupid. So. But we'll see. I think we got some stuff going on. I know Daredevil was shooting when the actors strike went down, so we'll see. Daredevil should be coming shortly, but I believe Echo is completed. I think Echo is next. We'll see, though. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And I'll be back and recap whatever the next Marvel show is. But probably the next show I'm recapping is going to be Star Wars. So that'll be fun. I will see you guys on the other side.